Just the last half hour, we have learned Charlotte Hornets star Miles Bridges turned himself into law enforcement in Lincoln County early this morning.
"You monster." Those were the words echoing across social media on June 29, 2022, when NBA star Miles Bridges was arrested for domestic violence. This wasn't just another celebrity scandal. This was a rising basketball star's life crashing down in the most public way possible. Picture this: a player on the verge of signing a contract worth over $100 million, a fan favorite, a young father. Then in one night, it all came crashing down. Police reports, alleged assault, his own children as witnesses. Today, we're diving deep into the terrible crimes of Miles Bridges and how his ex-girlfriend's testimony changed everything. This story will show you just how far his life has spiraled and why his career may never truly recover from the disturbing pattern that has emerged. Before we get to the shocking details, let's talk about who Miles Bridges was before everything went wrong. Miles was supposed to be the future. Drafted by the Charlotte Hornets in 2018, he quickly became a fan favorite. His high-flying dunks and charismatic personality made him the face of a rebuilding franchise. By the 2021-22 season, Bridges was leading the Hornets in scoring with career-high numbers. He averaged over 20 points and 7 rebounds per game. Fans loved him. The team loved him. He was about to get paid big time. But behind the scenes, trouble was building. The same man who was electrifying crowds was about to shock the world for all the wrong reasons. June 29, 2022. Just days before NBA free agency was set to begin. This should have been the best time of Miles Bridges' life. Instead, it became his worst nightmare. Los Angeles police arrested Bridges following an alleged assault on his ex-girlfriend, but this wasn't just any assault allegation. According to the police report, this happened in front of their 2 young children. The details were horrifying. His ex-girlfriend suffered multiple injuries, including a broken nose, a concussion, and a ruptured eardrum. But the most damaging evidence came from an unexpected source: their own son. A video emerged where the child recounted witnessing the abuse. Think about that for a moment. A professional athlete, someone kids look up to, allegedly committing violence in front of his own children. It's sickening. Bridges posted a $30,000 bond and was released, but the damage was done. The story exploded across social media. Fans who once cheered his name were now calling him a monster. The timing couldn't have been worse. Free agency was about to start. Teams were ready to offer him huge contracts. Instead, he was facing felony charges that could land him in prison for over a decade. On July 19, 2022, the charges became official. 1 felony count of injuring a child's parent. 2 felony counts of child abuse under circumstances likely to cause great bodily injury or death. The maximum sentence? 11 years in state prison. Bridges pleaded not guilty. His legal team went into damage control mode, but the evidence was overwhelming. Medical reports, video testimony from his own child, social media posts from the victim showing her injuries. Then came November 3, 2022, the day everything changed again. Bridges changed his plea to no contest for the felony charge of injuring a child's parent. The other 2 child abuse charges were dropped as part of a plea deal. A man who allegedly gave his ex-girlfriend a concussion and broken nose in front of their children got 0 jail time. Just probation and some counseling classes. The victim's representatives said they wanted an expedited resolution, but to the public, this looked like another rich athlete buying his way out of real consequences. The plea deal required Bridges to complete 52 weeks of domestic violence counseling and 52 weeks of parenting classes. He had to do 100 hours of community service and undergo weekly drug testing. A 10-year protective order kept him 100 yards away from his ex-girlfriend, but no jail. No real punishment that matched the severity of what he allegedly did. Even though he avoided jail time and got back on the court, the stain on his character runs deep. Social media is brutal whenever his name comes up. Former fans have turned their backs. Women's advocacy groups continue to criticize the NBA's handling of his case. His name is now associated with domestic violence first and basketball second. When people Google Miles Bridges, they don't see highlights. They see mugshots and court documents. The broader NBA community remains divided. Some teammates support him, others keep their distance. But the trust is gone. The reputation he built over years was destroyed in one night. Even his return to basketball hasn't changed the narrative. Every good game is overshadowed by questions about his character. Every interview includes questions about the assault case. This is what happens when talent collides with terrible personal conduct. The talent might get you back on the court, but it can't repair a destroyed reputation. Let's recap this devastating timeline. June 2022, arrest for allegedly assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. November 2022, no contest plea to a felony charge with 0 jail time. April 2023, NBA suspension that was mostly already served. October 2023, new charges for violating the protective order. February 2024, charges dropped due to insufficient evidence. Throughout this entire ordeal, Bridges has shown a pattern of escaping real consequences. The legal system failed the victim. The NBA gave him a slap on the wrist. His team welcomed him back with open arms. Miles Bridges was once seen as the future of the Charlotte Hornets, a young star who could lead the franchise for years to come. Instead, his legacy is now forever defined by domestic violence allegations and a justice system that let him walk free. The most disturbing part? Research shows that NBA players who get arrested actually see their salaries increase after the incident. Teams are willing to pay for talent, regardless of character. This case reveals the ugly truth about professional sports. Winning matters more than character. Money matters more than morality. And victims of domestic violence continue to watch their abusers thrive while they struggle with the lasting trauma. Miles Bridges may have avoided jail time, but he can never escape the truth of what he allegedly did on that night in June 2022. His name will forever be linked to domestic violence. His children will grow up knowing what their father was accused of, and his ex-girlfriend will live with the physical and emotional scars while watching him get richer and more famous. That's the real crime here. Not just what happened that night, but how the system failed to deliver real justice. How a league that claims to care about domestic violence gave him essentially no punishment. How a man who allegedly committed terrible acts against a woman and traumatized his own children got to walk away and continue living his dream. Miles Bridges may be back on the basketball court, but his reputation is destroyed forever, and that's exactly what he deserves.